Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel. Here we are doing another reading for you guys. This is specifically for those that want to know who is the or what's the type that is most attracted to you. So as you guys can see here, we already have the card set up. It is a set of 4 cards each from different tarot cards to see which one will correlate or connect with you. So I will give you guys a couple of minutes so you guys can choose which one is calling to you. This will be set 1, set 2, set 3, and set 4 right here. So I'll give you guys a couple of minutes so you guys can think, tap into your intuition, and see what spirit pulls towards you and receive the message, okay? So I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. Let's begin. Okay, let's begin. Before we begin, I'm going to do a very quick prayer. With this nail of Santa Elena, I ask you to reveal to me the truth. Allow me to see clear and concisely for each single set. Allow me to see clear and concisely for each single set. Characteristics, personality, and physical attributes of each single person that is attracted or pulled towards them. Speak to me truth and only truth. Okay, let's begin. So I'm going to pull these to the side. Okay, so for those of you guys that chose set number 1. Okay, so your first cards here, for those of you guys that chose set number 1, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool card, the Moon card, and the Hanged Man. So it's almost as if you guys tend to pull towards you the opposite of what you're looking for. Queen of Pentacles could represent the desire for wanting something long-term and stable, something that is going to eventually evolve. And the Fool card is taking unexpected, or I should say, taking unnecessary risks. So this could be that they straight to the point tell you that they're not looking for a relationship, but something about them, their energy, the way they project themselves could be very exciting. For most of you guys, they could be people, whether it's a male or a female. It could be a personality that could be a bit secretive. So there is almost alluring type of energy with them, and it keeps wanting, or it keeps pushing you to want more or know more about them. And again, the Moon could be very secretive type of, almost like they put a front, or for some of you guys, this could represent that they're not particularly you know, what society would consider a person that is stable in any shape or form. It could be a person that is off the grid, or that likes to be off the grid. It could be a person that likes to roam free. This is a person that doesn't really like to be bound. So again, the person that you're pulling towards you or attracting, or the people that are mostly attracted to you, tend to be the opposite of what you're looking for. But there's excitement behind that. So there is a feeling of almost like maybe I'll be able to change their mind. Maybe I'll be able to tie them down. But it seems like the more you try to connect with them on a deeper level, the more they kind of run away. And this could also be, you know, pulling and tugging type of energy, where they come in and then they go out of your life and they come back in, that type of energy. And again, with the Queen of Pentacles, this is the desire to want to attain stability. Nonetheless, you take unnecessary risks or give the opportunities to people that perhaps from the beginning they show you that they're not really looking for a relationship. So that's perhaps something that you need to work on. Now, the Hanged Man does signify almost the feeling of self-sacrifice. So for some of you guys, it could be that you feel that maybe they don't want to settle down, or that they don't want to make it official, or that they're not giving you enough time and dedication, that you feel like you have to overcompensate. So for some of you guys, it's giving too much, whether it's not necessarily finances, but it could be that, or it could be that you feel the need to sometimes even like flash them with gifts or things of the material sense, only because you feel like they might be able to see you in a very different aspect. Nonetheless, again, I would encourage those of you guys that chose this to understand more than anything that in order for you to pull towards you the person that you're trying or that you're wanting, someone that is looking for something long-term, as an example, when people give you or when they show you who they are, not necessarily take it at face value, but look at their actions. More than anything, actions speak louder than words. And in this case, they do in fact. So again, if you see that they're just not the stable type or the type to want to stick around, then perhaps it's necessary for you to learn how to walk away. Being in a relationship or having someone wanting to commit to a relationship will not take sacrifice. So this is something that you need to take with you, okay? Now let me see what your spirit's advice is. Give me 1 second. Spirit, what's the spiritual advice for those that chose this reading? What's your spiritual advice? Okay, so we have the playfulness card. So this is to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun and shine. So this, again, could signify that a lot of you guys are tainted, or for some of you guys have experienced this type of energy. You're pulling people towards you that are unstable. And perhaps they've tainted you, or perhaps they've made you feel question even your self-value. So with this playfulness card, what I'm getting is there's a need for you to go back before all the bad expectations or bad experiences happened. Go back to what it meant or what love meant to you and play with that. So what I mean by play, I mean in the sense of in your mind, try to come to terms with what love means to you and what a person showing you unconditional love would feel like. And once you're able to tune into that, you'll be able to, again, remember that romance is a very beautiful thing. And it's, the getting to know part could be extremely exciting and extremely, again, playfulness. Remembering that there is joy and there is excitement behind getting to know someone. So don't shy away from that. And don't go into connections or getting to know someone with expectations. Remember, this is the first steps, the first movement towards a relationship. So just remember that, okay? Now let's get on to the next reading. Okay, for those of you guys that chose set number 2. Okay, so we have here the Karma card. We have the Knight of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the High Priest. So it seems like those of you guys that chose set number 2, perhaps you are pulling towards you, or you've been experiencing people that are most attracted to you are people that could be a bit rigid. They could be considered old souls, or they could be considered having old fashion values. And again, they could be ruled by Saturn. So they could be Capricorns, or they could be a Virgo, or a Taurus. Now, you do have the Knight of Cups here, and the Knight of Cups is genuine offering of love with the Karma card. But I feel that for some of you guys, those of you guys that chose this set, a lot of the new beginnings, or a lot of the connections that you have embarked on or connected with in regards to relationships, things or people from the past are currently affecting your relationships or how you connect with other people. The Karma card does speak about past past difficulties or bad experiences that we've gone through in regards to love and romance. And the Knight of Cups, even if people come to you and try to give you a genuine offer of love, for some of you guys are just not interested. And it could be because they are, again, old school, or they're attached to old values. They could come off as a bit boring. Nonetheless, what Spirit is saying here is, with the Four of Cups, it's almost like the universe brings to you opportunities or people that perhaps could be right for you, but you don't even allow them to show you really what good match could be or can come from this. So it's almost like you give them the opportunity of getting to know each other, and once they bore you, you could quickly change your mind, or people from the past can show up and you drop the ball on the new person and you're quick to go to the person from the past. So what Spirit is saying is, in order for you to be able to attract, not necessarily attract, because it seems like you are attracting the right partners. For some of you guys, it could be that you're allowing things from the past, or people from the past to come back, and you're not really ending, or you're not really embracing the ending of those cycles. So the cycle keeps repeating itself. So there is a need of self-reflection here for some of you guys. As with the High Priest, it does speak about the opportunity to actually formulate something long-term and or even marriage. But if given the opportunity, remember, the Four of Cups could signify you not really interested in that person. Nonetheless, it is in older terms, the Four of Cups does represent the universe giving you a new opportunity, and sometimes us being ungrateful, or just not being able to see clearly the blessing that is before us, and we continuously keep seeking. So the question here is, when do you stop looking for that perfect and give the opportunity to the person that's right in front of you? And also, when do you get to the point of saying enough is enough when it comes to people from the past continuously coming into your life? Now let's see what the spiritual message is for you that chose this set. Spirit, what is the spiritual messages for those that chose set number 2? Spirit and guides, what are the messages for those that chose set number 2? Okay, so we have here past relationship or past life relationship. You have known each other before. So again, this is talking about a past life relationship or a past life connection with someone that may come into your life, or that you may be attracting and just not giving the opportunity to. Remember, a lot of people misconstrue or misunderstand what love is. And a lot of the times people are very quick to say, because it's, exciting, because it's intense, because it's passionate, they're quick to assume that that's a soulmate connection, or that's meant to be type of relationship, when in fact it's quite the opposite. Unless it's a twin flame type of energy that we're talking about, which is very rare. Soulmate connections are almost like it's harmony, it's balance, it's ease, it's feeling comfortable with each other. Has nothing to do with that anticipation or anxiousness or intense connection. A lot of the time sexual energy is very different than soulmate connections, and that's where people misconstrue or misunderstand. So again, with past life relationships, again, it's something that feels like home. So for some of you guys, it could even be that you know exactly who I'm talking about, but that partner or person that is interested in you may be feeling more like a friend to some of you guys because they feel more comfortable, because their energy is more home type of energy. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's, meant to be friends. Perhaps is that you need to learn to see them in a very different way. Okay? So let's go on to the next reading. Okay. Those of you guys that chose set number 3. Oh, wow. Okay, those of you guys that chose set number 3, we have the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Wheel, and the Emperor. So this is a very heavy and passionate type of energy. So for those of you guys that chose set number 3, you guys definitely attract partners that could be very fiery type of energy. Could be a Sagittarian, Aries, or Leo type of energy or personality. With the King of Wands, they could be very, again, like I said, if they know that they're into you, they go for you. They're not shy at all. And with the Knight of Wands, they could have some type of characteristics of immaturity. Now, this could be you, or this could be the partner, the people that you attract. Nonetheless, this is, specifically for the people that are attracted to you the most. The Knight of Wands next to the King of Wands represents a partner that is very intense, very passionate, but they're usually ruled from the root chakra. So the root chakra is the lowest vibration. So for some of you guys, this could be the type of connection where you usually attract people that perhaps it starts off as friends with benefits, or perhaps it starts off as friends, and there is almost like when the connection happens, there's no distinction between friends and what are we now, that type of feeling. And it could be because you run very quickly with this energy. So when people show up that are interested in you, they tend to be people that could be very forthcoming, could be extremely intense, passionate, and it almost feels like because the connection's so deep, it could almost feel like, oh, this is meant to be. Unfortunately, what starts rather quickly crashes rather quickly. So for some of you guys, it could be the need to take things very slowly, okay? Again, like I said, they're very passionate and very intense, and this is a good thing. But when you're only, ruled through or vibrate mostly through the root chakra, it's mostly sexual desires and needs and intensity and passion, which is great. But when it comes to long term, there is a need for balance. Now, the Wheel card does signify a lot of you guys that chose this set. You're quickly going into a new phase in your life where perhaps now you're wanting something long term here with the Emperor, as the Emperor is all about stability. It is all about structure more than anything. So again, for those of you guys that definitely do connect with this, and you can definitely say that the connections you've had in the past were very intense. Slow but steady is the mantra here. Slow and steady, don't be rushing anything, and don't be very quick to, again, if you can prolong the getting to know each other, and not be very quick or, rash to jump into bed. That's definitely your mantra here. This is definitely your MO. As the Wheel does speak about, again, you're currently going through a new phase in your life, and there is a need for you to be more structured in manifesting that of long-term and stability. We do have the King of Wands here with the Knight of Wands, which both of these signify very intense and passionate energy. But we do have the Emperor, and all of this is correlation together because it is fire element. So for some of you guys, you're going to start to experience, yes, you've, attracted that type of personality or that type of person that is very intense, very passionate, but you will start to experience, again, with the Wheel, you're going to start to experience people that could be very creative, could be very, very passionate about what they're doing. They can also be a little bit more mature than you've usually attracted. But again, this has to do with the wheel and the emperor. So it's almost like you're going to be attracting the same passion and desire, a person that is very self-motivated. For some of you guys, it could be a person that takes really good care of themselves. But the good thing about this reading is that it's talking about progression and the evolving of energies. So you go from something that is perhaps not long-term, or something that comes in very quickly but also leaves very quickly, to something more long-term. So this is definitely a good thing, okay? Let me see what Spirit's advice is here for you guys. Or it could just mean that this is what you're wanting. Like before, it was okay, and it was okay, and you were willing for that intensity and that desire and that passion. But it could be that you're quickly changing your ideals or the way you see relationships, where now you're wanting something more long-term, wanting something more stable, wanting something more long-lasting. Spirit, what's the advice for those that chose set number 3? Spiritual advice, please. Okay, so you guys have here, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So again, for those of you guys that could connect with the passion and the intensity that I feel in this reading, slow and steady is how you're going to be able to bring to you something that is more long-term, okay? And again, make the effort. In regards to Spirit's advice for you guys, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So take the messages for what they are, and I hope that they assist you. Now on to the next reading. Okay, so we are finally at the end. Those of you guys that chose set number 4, let's see what your cards are. Okay, so your first card here is the 2 of Wands, the Fool card, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So those of you guys that chose set number 4, just with the cards that came out, for some of you guys, you may be pulling towards you or attracting people that are mostly have been single for a very long time. As we do have the 9 of Pentacles here, and the 9 of Pentacles does speak about, that's the singlehood card, but it can also represent a person that they straight up upfront tell you that they've been single for a very long time, or that they upfront tell you that they're very happy being single. Now the 2 of Wands, this is you with the desire of, partnerships, and the Fool card is going towards new beginnings with the 9 of Pentacles, going towards new beginnings, or having the wish or the desire to start something new with people that have been single for quite a while and that are comfortable. Now you do have the Ace of Cups here. So the Ace of Cups is definitely telling me that you're attracting people that perhaps you're very quick to fall in love with, or it could be a representation that they are very quick to fall in love with you. It is a general reading, so keep that in mind. So it could be the opposite. It could be that you're attracting people that fall for you very quickly, and you're comfortable, or you're not really looking for something long-term. With the Fool card, there's a desire to want to continue living in freedom. And with the 9 of Pentacles, it's almost like an embracing it. So this could be you, or this could be the people that you're attracting. With the Ace of Cups, someone is definitely very quick to connect with people emotionally. So this could be you, or this could be the people that you're attracting. Now, the bad thing about this is, for a lot of the times, for those of you guys that have experienced this, when you're getting to know someone, that they're very quick to jump into I love yous, that they're very quick to say, I miss you and I was thinking of you all day, and it's only been like 2 weeks that you started to talk to them or get to know them. These are definitely red flags, you guys. So what this is saying is, be more picky. And if this is you being very picky, then understand that when it comes to relationships, if you're not ready, just be straightforward with it and say, I'm not really looking for anything long term. That way you're not hurting people along the way. Or if this is them, or the people that you're attracting that, mislead you, and they could talk to you very sweetly and very nicely. There's something about how they express that makes you feel like perhaps this is the real thing, or perhaps they're being very genuine with you, or they're being true and honest with you, when in fact they've mastered the way they communicate with people. And that's the reason why they've been single for so long. Yes, they've been single for quite a while. Nonetheless, they're constantly dating, so they know exactly what it is that you need to hear to keep you lingering or to keep you wanting more. As the Ace of Cups, does represent love and emotion, but with the Nine of Pentacles, it could represent a person that doesn't mind toying with people's emotions and with their heart. So again, be very careful if this is the type of energy that you're pulling towards you. Not necessarily believe people face value, but go with their actions. And if they're showing you that, they're telling you all this sweet stuff and expressing to you how much you mean to them, etc., are they proving to you, are they showing you that they're willing to go that extra mile to prove to you that they're being genuine? Or are they just telling you every single day that they miss you so much, but when it comes to actually going out or making plans or something, are they quick to say, oh, I can't make it, or I can't do this, I can't do that? If the answer to, or as an example, with the Two of Wands here and the Full card, when they communicate or when you communicate, they could be the type to take forever to answer you back, or this could be vice versa. They're so needy that they communicate with you, and you may take a while to answer back because you guys are comfortable. So what the cards are saying is basically someone in this energy, someone that chose, those of you guys that chose this set, the people that you're attracting could be the type of people that are very good at being single because they've been single for so long that they're very good with toying with people's emotions and showing them, or almost not showing them, but talking, like sweet talking them. So be mindful about that. And again, like I said, go with people's actions, not what they tell you or with words. Or if this is you, be straightforward and be honest, because this could represent, with the Two of Wands and the Full card, you're taking unnecessary risk. Remember, what goes up must come down, and what comes down must go up. Everything we put out comes back to us, so just keep that in mind. Let's see what Spirit's advice for you guys are. Spirit, what are the messages for those that chose set number 3? Spiritual advice, please. Oh. Okay, so your Spirit's advice here is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost secrets to each, or your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So again, getting to know each other, take it easy. And if you're attracting this type of energy that they're very quick to say, I love you, they're very quick to say, oh, I missed you so much, and they're just getting to know you, again, this should be red flags, because this is speaking about some type of instability, whether it's emotional, whether it's psychological issues. So do not get tangled up with people that have a tendency of over expressing themselves, or having a tendency of jumping from one relationship to the other. And that could be their need for, it's almost like those people that are not comfortable with, like, not being comfortable if they're not in a relationship. And this could be the Nine of Pentacles, could be you, that you've been single for a while and you have a list of qualities that perhaps they would have to meet. And if that's the case, then again, like I said, don't be very quick to, or hasty to get into relationships where people are extremely needy or overexpressive. The reason for that is because there's not much There's not much in honesty in telling someone that I love you when you've only gotten to know them for 2 weeks. That should, ring an alarm. Take the time to get to know each other. And again, if this is you, the one that's comfortable with being single and you're good at, making people fall for you, or if you are the type that tends to attract more submissive or more, more innocent type of energies, remember, again, like I said, what goes up comes down, and what goes down comes up. So be careful with what you're doing, especially if it has to do with toying with people's emotions, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, share, and comment. If you have not subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe, and we'll see each other soon, okay? Bye.